and sit there.
Bless them. Good morning, members. Good morning, guests of members. Or new members, good morning. You know who you are. I'm pleased to confirm this is not our first karaoke session. It is, in fact, our first AGM for 2 years. So how exciting is that? I think it's marvellous that we're here. Oh, come on, that is deserve a round of applause, everybody. For those of us that have made it through, what a nightmare COVID has been. But anyway, we're here. Thank you for enduring my theme tune that's been going over and over and over. A big hello to those watching online. People are on Facebook Live around the globe. Well, we have people certainly in the UK and maybe in the States, who knows? I am truly international. Okay, right, I'm going to press a button. If you bear with me, anything could happen. Now, apologies, the screen today is about compromise. Because of the COVID thing, we are outdoors. If we were indoors and in the dark, it would be very, very intimate and cosy. And you'd see my screen, my beautiful presentation I've prepared, but we could all come down with something nasty. And I can't be coming down with anything more nasty than I've already come down with. So we're outdoors and we're enjoying the fresh air and the lovely sunshine. But it means you can't see what this says. Don't worry because the important thing is you can hear my voice. Look into my eyes, not around my eyes. Look into my eyes, you're under. Okay. So we're going to cover off what we're looking at today. Obviously, this is your extensive welcome. We've got some housekeeping and apologies to cover off. I know, just trust me. Yeah? Just trust me that it's there. It will be posted, all right? We're live. The video that we're recording is going to be online for all eternity, or until Facebook take it down for its lack of taste, or something like that. No. We're not. It's not going to descend into chaos. But I will be posting the slides online too, because there's some really nice slides later. Well, shortly, in fact. I don't want to spoil the surprise. There might be some apologies. And then we've got to look at 2020. I've got to be honest, that's very short. There you go, I've done it already. That was 2020 for you. I'm sorry about that. We were closed. All right? It got to the best of us. Even whole countries were closed. So I don't feel bad. 2021, a different story. A game of two halves. The first half, not so great. We all sat on the bench. But second half, we were out to play, and we had some fun. We had some trips, you'll see some of those. Some of you were even on those trips, and you didn't get left on the bus, or off the bus, so well done. So that's 2021. Then I shut up for moments. So David can speak. I have to allow him some time to speak every day. Okay? We learned a new policy for that. David gets a wooden spoon, and when he's holding the wooden spoon, he can speak, and then I take it off him, and he has to stop. David will cover off our Treasurer's report, which has already been circulated. I don't want to spoil all his surprises, but it's already been circulated. He will also be sharing the membership report and a bit about donations. I'll pick up any other business. We've not been inundated with challenges. Thanks, by the way, everybody who voted online. We've had 77 votes online before it closed. And that's pretty good, because that's more votes than all of the AGM last year, the last time. So I think that's pretty good. And also we've got a few people who have, it's a bit like Willy Wonka's golden ticket, you've got one of these. If you've got one of these, it means you haven't voted online, or if you have, I've not noticed. No, you haven't. Trust me. I've had my people working through it night and day on these numbers. So if you've got one of these, it means you're entitled to vote. Okay? If you want to vote at the appropriate time, and I'll let you know when that is, you wave it in the air prominently so I can see that you're voting. Or actually, not so I can see, but so somebody important on the committee will see. It'll probably be Teresa, because Teresa does all the sensible things. The rest of us are just naughty little children, and we'll do whatever we can. But if you've got one of these at the appropriate time, you'll need to wave it in the air to register your vote. Everybody else has already had their say, which is fantastic, and thank you for taking the time to do that. And I think it's helped. Certainly the feedback was very good. We've had great feedback from people overseas that they were able to sort of express their views without having to find somebody to represent them. Next in the invisible slide is committee proposals. Are very exciting. There are people in the audience today sitting with their little knees knocking like this because they very kindly volunteered to join the fun gang that is the committee of the International Club of Salobreña. They have no idea what they're letting themselves in for. And then finally, let's break and break into the goodies that are over there. And I've got no idea what they are, but they look marvellous, I'm sure. So, he says, next slide.
Mark, what's that?
The one watching, I'm being very careful. So, has everybody signed in to Teresa's book, please? If you haven't signed in, make yourselves known now. Thank you. Okay, I've explained the voting. We don't need to cover that off. We're on Facebook Live. And apologies, I've got to be honest, I can't remember who apologised. We'll just take it that they're really sorry not to be here, if they're not, okay? And then so they ought to be, because they're missing one of the highlights of the year, quite frankly. Next slide. Just to confirm, we received 77 votes online. Every member attending signed in. The votes cast during the meeting will be added. All right, I've done that bit. Okay. I don't even need a script. The first item that we voted on was our minutes from the last meeting. There was one slight adaptation. Unfortunately, we got David McNeil's name wrong, bless him. We called him David O'Neill. But it was 2 years ago, and I said really, really sorry, and David's got a kind heart and he forgave us for that. Okay, but otherwise the minutes were signed off by 77 people, but there's a chance for those people who have got a slip of paper to wave them in the air. If you're happy to confirm the minutes as circulated, wave your papers in the air now. In actual fact, I've got two, by the way. I've got proxy vote. Oh no, I've got two proxy votes, so can you count me too? Okay, have we got everybody? Everybody has been registered. Yeah? 10? Okay. So we had 77 in favour, we've got another 10, we've got 87. We're 100% in favour, which I think actually is a pretty good turn.
May not be. There's anyone against?
Is there anyone against that's voting no? Sorry, I couldn't even begin to... No, good Lord. And you'd be sat on a table on your own. That's really Billy No, mate. I'm sorry.
I could have two Rottweilers here.
Yeah. Okay, well done, everybody. Right. Let's watch this. There are some slides on here. This one is Torcal and Antikythera and the Wolf Bar. I'm going to... This is for the visually impaired. I'm going to describe them. There's a picture of a wolf.
And if I had a flag, I'd hang the flag.
I'd hang me flag out. Swan Lake. There's a picture of Leslie's head and Sue's head, Sue McGeoch's head.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very, very much.
Oh my word! Clap along if you know the word. This is from the film Scrooge, by the way.
That's the nicest
Malaga
thing
Lights.
anyone's ever done for me.
Teresa looked after us for Malaga Lights.
And things the way they are, I feel as if another
Oh,
must
art
be done for
group. There's some
me.
fantastic pictures of the art group here.
To where there's all the celebrations are. But since I left behind, I was in the
Shame you can't see it. I can tell you they're fantastic slides.
Thank you very, very, very much.
I've been playing this song over and over. Backgammon and chess, shall we? There's some slides here on backgammon.
Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done.
Mahjong, Tai Chi,
It is an
bridge,
she comes my way. I never thought I'd
You can't imagine how good these slides actually are. Will you lot be quiet? Ukulele group. We have an excellent ukulele group for anybody that's interested in joining. We meet on Thursdays at Bar Ruby. Walking. Quite a lot of people go walking. It spoils a good game of golf for me, but there you go. Each to their own. Other fun stuff. Cakes. I'm a very big fan of cakes. Thank you, Charles and Keith for quizzes, Leslie for art, Showie for backgammon, David for chess and ukulele, Sharon and Helena for mahjong, Roland for bridge, Rosie and George for Tai Chi, Robert and Helen for walks, Terry when he gets round to talking to us. Terry, thank you very much. And everybody else who has joined in. Yeah, a round of applause, actually, especially for the guys that look after us on the mini club. I've got to tell you, for me personally, it was something I was passionate about. The committee got behind it, and so did everybody else, basically. People like Showie, David, Leslie, spend an awful lot of... I'm not ignoring everybody else who organises them, but they spend a lot of time giving up their own time, their skills and their knowledge to have a bit of fun with everybody, and I think that's fantastic. That we do that. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, I thank you very much. Right, okay. Oh, it's going really well so far. Right, there's one thing I need to tell you about. Some of you know about this already. David will tell you what this cost, but I wanted to share with you what we've done. Because we were a bit asleep because of COVID, we looked into some of our processes in the club, and about 10 years ago, the founding fathers of the club, fathers and mothers to be fair, and some of you are still sat out there. I can't imagine how old you are, but there you go. Some of you organised getting the club registered, getting us set up with an NIF or whatever the thing is that you need, a number. It was all properly done. But over the centuries, well, over the 10 years, some of that was lost. But anyway, we've revisited. We have a guest door now, a lovely man called Alberto. Some of you know Alberto Martin in Montreal. He's our guest door, and he looks after all of our technical side now, and he keeps us fully compliant. And that's really important for you, because you're members, and he helps us make sure that we do everything that we should be doing. We're playing by the rules, if you like. We always have been, of course, but he makes sure that it's all sorted. He also makes sure that we don't owe the taxman anything, which is really good too. And we don't, but at least we know we don't now. In the past, it was a little bit flying by the seat of our pants. We had a bit of a Lester Piggott attitude to taxation in the past. Some of you will understand what that means, some of you won't. Don't worry. But I think we all know somebody that doesn't like paying tax. But anyway, all of this has been documented, and in the fullness of time it should be continued. So of course we've got the current committee, and we've set this up or revisited it, but going forward it will always be sorted. So whoever is on the committee will make sure that we're doing everything that we should be doing, and that protects obviously the people who are on the committee too. And that's very important to me, because as they say in America, the buck stops here. Okay? So thank you everybody for that. That's just to explain. David will tell you what that cost momentarily. It did cost. Right, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. Our website. Once our website was something that was a little bit out of the doldrums. Nothing happened much. We get 7,500 hits a year on our website. There's a lot of people visit us by web. We make them because we do a lot of things online now. We can book online, we can pay online, but we get lots of visitors to us, and I think that's really good. Thank you, Sinica. Thank you. Excellent. No, it's a really good thing to see because that will help keep. We've always got people coming into the area, to the Costa Tropical, and it enables them to keep in touch with what we're doing, and they can get involved, even though they might only be here for a couple of weeks, and the rest of the time they're in the States or in the UK or wherever in the world. It doesn't matter. They can still keep involved with what we're getting on with. We also deal with 1,700 emails we've sent out on a year on average, and 2,000 in. There's lots of email traffic. I've really tried to keep you up to date with what's going on. Do check your spam folder though, by the way. Just a word. I know some of you don't always get what we send out, and that could be because your little PC has gremlins in it that conspire against us to protect you from the nasty emails that keep getting sent out. It stops you seeing them. But I know you hang on my every word that I send out. It's the highlight of your day when I publish something, and you want it on Facebook, you want it on website, you want it on email. Fill your boots. That's what I say. Fill your boots. You're very welcome. And obviously we have our newsletter. That will get going again soon. We started using SMS text. We've now got an ICS bat phone where we can keep tabs on you when we go on a trip. And we can send you a text to say, hey, the bus is leaving without you. Bye. No, that didn't happen. Okay? But anyway, that's what that excellent slide is telling you about. It must be time now for Mark to shut up. Yay! Yay! A round of applause for the Treasurer's Report.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, David.
What do I do here?
Right,
Do I have to
do you want me to
press
press a
buttons or
button? I can
Well,
press it
you
on,
can
I can
press
press this. Okay,
Yeah, well-
right, you're going to describe this, I think. Hang on. Are you? No, I've got to come over
We're a bit
here.
like good cop, bad cop. We've been having a good
Oh,
day,
there you
we
go.
get back.
Treasurer's Report voting.
Right. So what do we have here? Treasurer's Report. We've had a financial statement so far covering 2020-2021 with 77 votes so far agreeing, and second by Mark. For the proposal of the accounts to be
Signing off the accounts, everybody.
So, everybody else, is everybody else?
I've got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
6,
Count me 2,
7 and 8, two, that's
because
10.
I've got proxy.
10.
10 again. Well done.
Right. Anybody got, sorry, I'm going to interject. He's had far too much chance at speaking. Anybody got any questions on that, by the way?
Well, I was going to go to the next slide.
Oh, go on. Shut up, Mark. He's got the wooden spoon again, everybody.
So where does the money go? Well, mostly onto administration. Over 55.
We don't hear you, David. Put it up to
Over
your mouth.
55% of your membership fees
Is it
goes
on?
on running the club. 55%. It's not on.
Try it.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. It's not working.
I'll come and twiddle. Come on. I'll twiddle your knobs.
Twiggle, 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 twiggle.
Even
I
it's
can't throw my
unidirectional.
voice like
You have
Mark
to
can.
point. Oh, see, like that.
Unfortunately, we weren't at home this morning to take delivery. Good service, isn't it? These tractors down to Hotel Celebrando.
It's yours, Daniela. It's to fix your expense.
We digress. Anyway, back to the numbers.
It's not working.
Ah, right, okay.
Hang on. Don't twiddle that. It's not that. You're over here.
Technical issues.
Hang on. Keep talking.
I'll keep talking. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2
Bang
1
it.
2 1 2. It's
Cheap microphone.
Cheap microphone. Ah, give it all the goes. He's broken.
You'll have to shout.
I didn't have
Speak
to shout.
loudly, for goodness sake.
I'm going to have to project my voice. Okay.
Your beautiful baritone.
I'll get that song. Right, I'll try and speak up a little bit. For those of you who can't see this very nice graph on the board here, a pie chart, 55% of the membership fees was running the club, the day-to-day running the club. And I'll go on to the numbers in a minute. 25% of the membership fees went back into donations. For example, we propose to give €200 to Hotel Celebrania for opening their doors for us, and also €100 to Hotel Meba for hosting our mini club activities that we did on Tuesday. So far, we've had the same amount of votes come through for people agreeing to have those signed off.
Hello? Hello? Sorry, oh, there you go. How about that? Oh, that's a little bit better. How about that? Oh, that's the posture. Okay. I'm like a BBC outward broadcasting thing, whatever you call it. Is Brian here, Leslie?
All I'm going to say about this slide here, that you cannot see, I presume, is that the balance. And the balance is €1,593.65 in credit. Wow. Considering we haven't charged any membership for last year, we didn't feel that was appropriate because when we went into lockdown 2020, majority of members had already paid their membership. So when we reopened the doors in September last year, we felt as a committee that we weren't going to charge because we haven't had a club, really. So that's how we are financially at the moment. We're €1,593.65 to the credit. So, two big spends on our administration, because as Mark pointed out, was the guest store fees. And these were coming in at around about 365.39 cents. This is what we have to do. When we change the committee members, we have to register with the UNTA to let them know of the changes. And one of the proposals that we sent out to everybody was to increase the tenure of the memberships to the committee to 2 years rather than 1 year. And that means effectively it will cut that cost down by half. And that was another proposal.
Yes, I'll cover that off.
Have you covered that off?
Well, we will in a minute.
Okay.
You'll get to the slide, don't worry. Carry on.
The other big spend to take notice was the bank fees. Unfortunately, we have to pay bank fees, and that amounts to €291.70. We did approach the bank last year, and they were looking at our account, and we can change to a different type of account. That being said, we prepared all the paperwork, and then our bankers, Sabadell in Celebrania, closed, and they moved over to Montreal. Bleeders. So that is still a work in progress. So we're making an appointment. We've got contact details now of our personal banker in Montreal, and we'll be making an appointment in the next few days, next week, to see if we can get an appointment to finish off that piece of work and see hopefully we'll see some of those costs coming down. There's no promises, but hopefully they'll come down. That's it about on the administration side. We've covered off the donations, donating to Hotel Celebrania and Hotel Meba.
No, not yet. Hang on, carry on. Yeah.
Right, so I put in a summary of our trips and events and how much they cost. These are all self-funding events, and I think it's important that we show the numbers. And you can see from, well, probably not on this slide, but we are, in fact, €55.78 to the credit. We had a myth, or things that happened previously, where some members weren't happy that the ICS was providing freebies in general, either food, drinks, and that's not the case. And this is why we produce these numbers. These numbers are what you members. When we organise a trip and an event, we look at the price. And previously, if we go to the price it costs, sometimes we have to cancel these trips through lack of interest. So I've come up with an idea of we price the trips at 90% fill. So that means if one or two people, we can't get the full amount to the bus, that the trip can still go ahead. And in the case, the scenario where we do fill the bus, that means we have a surplus fund. And this is what this is showing here. And through the year, you can see we have to increase the whatever the event, the trip, maybe €2, maybe €3. There's non-members that pay. They pay an extra amount because it's a benefit to you members as a member. And so all that surplus money we give back. And we amounted to almost €250 in the credit with the trips. And so the winter lunch, we gave you that back with live entertainment. That cost around €200. But you can see from this chart here that we're still €55 in the credit. So it's not the ICS that's paying for all these extras, it's you guys. It's because through the numbers.
Thank you very much.
So thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It simply means that the trips can go ahead. In the past, they've been cancelled through lack of support and commitment, but this way we can. And then when there is a surplus amount, we can give that benefit back to you guys, and that's what that's showing there. In terms of charity, we've had a couple of charity events, and I think everybody can agree that they were fun. We did have international bingo, and we did have a day at the races, and where we raised round about, let me see, €90, and that was donated to Kitty Angels.
Can I just interject? The reason why we have to donate that money, by the way, we have to, because if we don't, we're illegal, really. We're not a gambling casino or anything. We're not registered. No. So obviously we don't keep anything from that. We just pay for the prizes and a bit of fun. And anything that happens to be over the prizes, we give away. So well done for Kitty Angels, bless them, little kitties. Yeah. They really, really appreciate it. Oh my God, that's the news crew. The news crew, keep an eye on 24-hour news.
So based on our current spend, I see no reason why we should increase the membership fees for this year. And I propose that we maintain the membership fee of €15 a person. We've put this out online already, and we've had 77 members voting yes, which is 100%, with no no's. Those in favour of maintaining the membership fee of €15,
I'm two as well here, remember. Yeah, Roland's two as well. Yeah, good on you, Roland. Sorry, Roland, you need paper. Oh no, Roland.
6, 7, 8. You didn't vote on mine.
Well, Roland's turned up. Yeah, don't worry. Basically, we're all for it. Yeah. Let's give Roland two.
He needs 2.
Ah, yeah.
It's all right, I didn't count it. It's all right.
Yeah, don't worry.
One final vote goes to the donations. I proposed, and I included the numbers in the spend, although we haven't actually donated yet, and that was to agree to give Hotel Salobreña €200 and Hotel Miba €100. We've put that online too. We've had 100% response of saying yes. That's 77 members who have voted in the room today.
Oh yes. Any to add?
Any to add?
In favour of donations as estimated.
3, 6,
okay.
7, 8, 9, 10, 12.
Sorry, I know I'm sat down and I've not got the wooden spoon, but I just want to express my thanks, personal thanks. It was a massive headache for us. Like a lot of hospitality places, Hotel Salobreña had to close its doors.
Yes,
but thanks very much actually to Yvonne, who knows people. She's well connected, and that's why I keep her on the team. And she's lovely, of course. But we managed to get them to at least to accommodate us on Wednesdays. But of course, the mini clubs were just starting, and it would be terrible if we couldn't host those. Hotel Miba really came up trumps for us on that, and I'm very grateful to them for doing that too. And that's a relationship I think that we want to keep if we can going forward. But it's been really great. It's been great for us to be able to rely on both hotels to look after us.
Sorry, I'm just saying. Thank you very much.
Elvis has left the building. Carry on. You've got the wooden spoon again.
Right, the committee term voting. we
Oh, yes.
propose that we extend the committee the tenure to 2 years from 1 year to reduce the cost to the guest store. We put that out, and so far the response is 77 saying yes with no no's. People here today, you would like to vote? Do you all agree?
Go on then, let's vote. Can I say something again? Sorry. I need to say something only because, no, I'm touching on something.
Well, can I just say something?
No, I want to just...
That concludes the Treasurer's report.
Is it?
I'm pleased to hand over the microphone.
Oh, go on then. I don't know. Anyway, go on. Sorry, I just want to say, obviously at the last question on the online voting was, did you have any suggestions? And Roland, I hope you don't mind me mentioning yours. Roland had an excellent suggestion I liked in one respect. In another way it horrified me. Was Roland suggested, couldn't we look at a longer term for the continuity of the committee? Which I think actually is a really good idea. But I think the challenge should be on the committee to make it a welcoming place to encourage people to stay on the committee. I mean, Yvonne, we're never going to get rid of her by the looks of it, quite frankly. But I'm happy to keep with 2 years personally. I think then we need to work on keeping committee members for longer if we can. Because it is the committee members that make the ICS magic happen, as I always say. And it is quite magical, quite frankly, because God knows how it happens any other way. But no, I'm happy with the two, but we keep people for longer. Once you're in, and I'm not looking around the room at anybody in particular.
People shouldn't feel forced to...
No, we appreciate
5
it.
years is
We
a long
appreciate it.
commitment.
Yeah.
2 years
Yeah.
is fine, I think.
But I'm happy that we work at keeping our committee members. That keeps us on our toes. Well done, David. Right, okay. So now we're going to talk about committee, actually. And none of this is etched in stone, by the way. I had a challenge that it sounded like this was
Mark,
all...
somebody gave you some advice.
Well, yeah, I know, okay. I know, but I have too much projection. They can hear me in Herodora when I'm on this. Okay. Oh, Danny boy. Anyway, sorry. Right. I had a challenge. What was the challenge? I've forgotten now. Now the challenge has gone out of my head. Oh, it couldn't have been important, could it? Oh, yeah. No, I remember now what the challenge was. The challenge was everything predestined? No. We've written to you about candidates for the committee. We always have an issue at the end of the year. We have to think about who is going forward with committee and who do we need to attract to keep our numbers up, because it's important that the ICS magic continues and you have to have a committee to be able to do that. So we all kind of sit down in committee and we say, who's happy carrying on? And those people that are very anxious and keen to continue, they say, yay, I'm still here. And others head for the fire escapes, and I don't blame them at all. So this slide says the committee proposed myself as chair, or as some people like to call it, president. I look, okay, if that's the title that the Spanish respect, I don't mind. Presidente. My picture's on the wall until the next one comes, and then you turn it over and he's in charge. Treasurer, continuing with David. So the secretary position is up for grabs, and as you've seen, we have a nomination. Teresa, in fact, hang on, if I press a button, I'm hoping. Teresa Deasy, we will miss you. Okay, you've got your own slide, and there's a beautiful picture of Teresa there, but she looks like she's in a big fog. We're losing Teresa this year. She's being swept away. Yeah? Bless her. No, she's making her way for the fire escapes, and I don't blame her. Okay? Good luck. No, I just particularly wanted to say thank you, Teresa. You've been on committee as long as I have. 3 long years.
Give it a hand.
Absolutely. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you very much.
She goes away, and I don't know why, but why?
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 Well, it's all good. Look, we appreciate the time that any... Hang on, is this thing on? I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether I'm still going.
Hello.
I'm a bit
We
frustrated.
can hear you.
I've got a problem with my wire. And hello, can you hear me at the back?
I guess a bit strange. Anyway, no, we appreciate everybody. And in that 2 years, we've had Mila, we've had Leslie as well.
Better without.
Hello.
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 Put it away.
Hello.
No, you don't need it.
Okay, you don't need it with me. I've got a big goal. No, it's actually, we call it projection, if you sing. Okay? I'm always telling my ukulele group it's important to sing from here. Anyway, so I just wanted to cover that off. Thank you very much, Teresa. Thank you, everybody who takes part in the committee. And now, talking about that, we have some new volunteers. And as I said, I think on one of my emails, I think it's a good indication of the health of the club that we have people actually coming up to us saying, can I help? And that really is important. I don't think it happens all that much, to be fair, but, you know, it really is great that people want to volunteer. And also, by the way, we have the people who volunteer that aren't on the committee. I've already mentioned the people who run the mini clubs, like Shawi and Leslie and Rose and George and all those other people that and Roland who make things happen for the mini clubs. And even though they're not on the committee, it's absolutely 101% appreciated. Because, yes, thank you, David. Don't clap on your own, they'll throw you a fish. So, just want to finish off. We've had votes for Debs to join the committee, and I have already cast, but I do have 2 proxy votes today. David will have me. Can we show our indication if we're happy for those of us that are unable to vote for Debs? Debs, say hello, Debs. Wave, everybody. Hello, Debs. Yay, there's Debs. And Debs is happy to pick up the role of secretary. Bless her. She's going to keep us in order. She worked in risk assessment. We've got no bloody chance. No, that's good. I love a bossy woman. You'll have to bring your own whip. Okay, so anyway, Debs, you've got the job. Well done. Well done. Thank you, Debs. Michael, say hello, Michael. Hey, hello. Michael's at the back. And oh, by the way, wasn't it fantastic to get a little biography? It's a bit embarrassing to ask, for me personally, but hey, I've got broad shoulders. We got a little biography from everybody. Well done, Debs, Michael. Unfortunately, Phil can't be here today, our other nominee. Phil's at the UK sorting out his mum, bless him. So he's unexpectedly delayed in getting back, but we can't help that. But Michael, thank you very much for volunteering, and a good volunteer too. I'm very happy that you did. And Michael has put himself forward to share his experience and skills with us and keep us organised on the committee. And if we take a vote, those of us that can vote to add Michael to the club, absolutely. Okay, thank you, Michael. It is very much appreciated. Yes. Well done. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for. No, we try. We really do try to let you know what you're letting yourself in for. It's a lot of fun. Phil, as I've already mentioned, Phil's not with us today. His photo was on there earlier. He's a very keen chess player and keeps David on his toes in the chess club. But Phil has volunteered and comes to us from a local government background, which, as Teresa will tell you, is good references. So anyway, if we, those of us that are still eligible to vote, if we were happy to add Phil, and I've got to be honest, I'm happy to add Phil because we need him, quite frankly. All right, that's Phil. And Teresa is recording all these for posterity. Right, so finally, we had a vote on the proposed roles, and this is just to confirm that everybody's happy. I've already touched on this. Basically, I'm Presidente, David is Treasurer, You wouldn't let me look after the money. Quite frankly, there's a tip. Don't let me. I know I worked in a bank for 30 years, but don't let that sway you. Don't put me in charge of the money. Why do you think everything is done online? Because I don't like touching money. Right. Actually, you can catch things from money, quite frankly. That's why I don't like cash. You're much better doing contactless. There's a tip. Are we happy with the positions as outlined? Is anybody sitting there, by the way, saying, I want to be chair?
Good luck to
This
you.
is now. If I had the music, I'd be playing Candy Staton. It should have been me. For those of you that know that song, then the preacher said that there be silence, please. It should have been me. Okay, I'm not precious. I say this to the committee, and I can see him looking at me sometimes, eyeing me up, saying, "Yeah, he says that. He says that." But you try and take the mic from him, even though he doesn't need it. Okay, have we done the vote on that we all keep in the same positions? Let's have it. Raise your arms if you're happy for the ICS committee in the right positions. It's got to be Volivon time or whatever it is they've got for us, surely. Right, okay. So this is the formal bit. This is the last slide. I've already played thank you very much, and that's the theme of today's meeting, is a big thank you very much. Thank you very much for everybody for coming along, for joining in the meetings, for sharing a cup of coffee, for sharing a game of backgammon, a game of chess, whatever it is. We've got Petankas coming up, which is very exciting. I'm sure we can get that organised. We've got lots of volunteers. We want to hear from you going forward. We're already started talking about our 2022 season. You have to have a season, don't you? If you watch Netflix, everything works on seasons, okay? I can't wait for my season finale. It's going to be a showstopper. And we haven't even had an EastEnders... Oh, I'm going to switch to my confidence.
Doom, 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 doom. You know that bit at the end?
You know, I haven't had anybody. And I was a bit disappointed. I was so prepared. Thank you very much. Is there anything that I've not covered that you want to say or mention? Do you all feel represented?
Yeah.
Diana?
Yes. I just want to say thank you very much to all the committee, because it's been a pleasure this year and for the 2 years to have been in the club. I've been in the club a long time. It has been so nice. I've enjoyed all the quizzes, the visits, everything, but most of all I've enjoyed the lovely atmosphere.
Oh, bless you.
Thank
you. Diana, thank you. Bless you. And I've got a confession. I was sorting out my music. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. And I forgot the film was on yesterday.
Oh no.
I did.
Next week we've got King Richard.
Okay, 6:30. That's with Will Smith, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
I
It's
thought-
the Venus,
Yeah, I thought it was.
the Venus William.
I thought it was a medieval history thing. And I was thinking, this is Will Smith. Oh no, no, my apologies. But no, and thank you right back for all the good work that you do for us for the films. And I know it's not solely for us in the ICS, but we very much appreciate it, and we're always happy to throw ourselves behind it, the might of our 211 members. Okay? No, thank you very much, everybody. If we're done, I must have some jolly music to play, but I haven't. Never mind.
I forgot to mention
What have we
the
mentioned?
membership of 212 members. Healthy
I just
members.
mentioned it.
212.
Oh, I thought it was 211.
Did we lose one?
I don't know. Anyway, we've got a steward's inquiry. We're back to where we were before we lost everybody because of COVID restrictions. So well done. Thank you everybody for the support. Okay. I'm going to go back to thank you very much to play it one more time because I like the song, quite frankly.
Gonna wind it up.
No, this is me. I am winding it up. Are we all ready for refreshments?
Yeah.
Let's break for refreshments, everybody. It's 2022. Thanks for watching online, everybody. You've been great.
Elvis has left the building, everybody. Elvis has left the building.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all the people who've assembled here, I would merely like to mention, if I may, that our unanimous attitude is one of lasting gratitude for what our friend has done for us today. And therefore, I would simply like to say, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me. I may sound double Dutch, but my delight is such. I feel as if a losing war's been won for me. And if I had a flag, I'd hang me flag out to add a sort of final victory touch. But since I left me flag at home, I simply have to say thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very, very much. They all love me, and I didn't know it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me. It sounds a bit bizarre, but things the way they are. I feel as if another life's begun for me. And if I had a cannon, I would fire it to add a sort of celebration touch. But since I left me cannon alone, I simply have to say thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me. It isn't every day good fortune comes my way. I never thought the future would be fun for me.
Baby's crying to sleep.
Your pardon, missus. And if I had a bugle, I would blow it to add the sort of house your father touched. But since I left me bugle alone, I simply have to say thank you very, very, very much.
No, my friends, it is I who should be grateful to you.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow,
For I'm a jolly good fellow.
and so say all of us. Thanks you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. The nicest thing that anyone's ever done. Very, very much. The future looks very much. In fact, it looks very much. I feel as if they're gonna share the same very much. And if I had a drum, I'd have to bang it to add a sort of Humpty Dumpty touch. Since I left me drum alone, I simply have to say thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very, very much.